Genesis? Behind the Story, Episode 2, Like Father, Like Son, based on Genesis 26, 1-11. Welcome back to Stories by Anna. What if I told you that Abraham's son would make the exact same mistake his father made? Not a similar mistake, the exact same one. And once again, fear would be the reason. Years had passed since Abraham's journey to Egypt. Now Isaac was leading his own household and walking in the promises God had given to his father. But then, disaster struck. A famine swept through the land. Food became scarce. The situation became so serious that Isaac began looking for a safer place to live. As he prepared to leave, God appeared to him and gave him specific instructions. The Lord told Isaac not to go down to Egypt. Instead, God instructed him to remain in the land of Gerar, where Abimelech, king of the Philistines, ruled. God promised to be with Isaac. He promised to bless him, and he promised to fulfill the covenant he had made with Abraham. Imagine hearing that promise directly from God. Most people would feel completely secure. But even with God's promise fresh in his mind, Isaac allowed fear to creep into his heart. The problem wasn't the famine. The problem wasn't money. The problem wasn't enemies. The problem was Rebekah. Like Sarah before her, Rebekah was beautiful, very beautiful. And Isaac began to worry. What if the men of Gerar wanted Rebekah? What if they killed him so they could take her? The fear grew stronger and stronger until Isaac made a decision. The same decision his father had made years earlier. When the people of Gerar asked about Rebekah, Isaac answered, "She is my sister." There it was, the same fear, the same deception, the same mistake. Abraham had done it. Now Isaac was doing it too. For a time, no one suspected a thing. Isaac probably thought he had gotten away with it. But one day, Abimelech happened to look out of a window, and what he saw shocked him. There was Isaac, and there was Rebekah, not acting like brother and sister, but acting like husband and wife. Immediately, Abimelech knew the truth. Isaac had lied. The king summoned Isaac and demanded an explanation. "She is clearly your wife. Why did you say she was your sister?" Isaac's answer revealed the real reason: fear. Isaac admitted that he was afraid he would be killed because of Rebekah's beauty. The same fear that had controlled Abraham was now controlling Isaac. Abimelech immediately recognized how serious the situation was. One of his people could have unknowingly taken Rebekah and brought guilt upon the nation. The consequences could have been devastating, so Abimelech issued a royal command. No one was to touch Isaac or Rebekah. Anyone who harmed them would face death. Once again, God protected his people. Once again, fear led to deception. And once again, God remained faithful despite human weakness. But the story is about to become even more dramatic, because Isaac's sons, Jacob and Esau, are growing up. And while Isaac repeated his father's mistake, Jacob will take deception to an entirely different level. One bowl of stew, one hungry brother, one decision that will change everything. We'll discover what happened in Episode 3. One bowl of soup changed everything. If you enjoyed this story, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Stories by Anna. And here's a question for you. Have you ever noticed yourself repeating something you learned from your parents, whether good or bad? Let me know in the comments below. God bless, and I'll see you in the next story.